And hello! I am back playing Horizon Zero Dawn today, so that's why we're going to have two of the same dates in a row. That's fine. Error. Yeah, so I had an appointment, took care of that appointment. There's still Sudoku today, Sudoku tomorrow, Project Zomboid Thursday and Friday. And, yeah, we're gonna keep playing Horizon Zero Dawn. So let's hop over back into the game. It's still saved from before. So let's get going. Alright, so I was reading through this. So it's just, well, I had already read through it. I was looking at, yeah, we don't need that. Continue with that. So let's go find some more stuff. We are in here looking for Project Zero Dawn, and we have now learned that it is a terraforming
Looks like
project.
the only way onwards.
And along with it being a terraforming project, we've got systems to repopulate the Earth with.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Yeah, clones make a lot of sense. So, Aloy being Dr. Elizabeth Sobek, which is why she's able to get through the barriers, per se, makes a lot of sense. FZ Chambers. From Patrick Brochard-Klein to Elizabeth Sobek, FC Chambers. FZ. Well, it's not Zero Dawn, which would be ZD. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. Their revelation astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand, but if the rest of Far Zenith's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours and get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours.
Are these what I think they are? Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Cradle Servitor Personae. From Patrick Brochard-Klein to Elizabeth Sobeck, Cradle Servitor Personae. Development of the artificial personae for Cradle Servitors. Nurturer, Disciplinarian, Healer. Continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer personae. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior, a parental argument, if you will. Amusing on first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I've attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just Data Corrupted. Cradle Sealed. From Patrick Brochard-Klein to Elizabeth Sobeck, Cradle Sealed. Eleuthia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial systems is good for our maiden voyage of success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. Dunk. In addition to personally overseeing completion of the Eleuthia 2 site inside Mount Nimuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Sploosh. I think I didn't land on top of the stalagmites down there.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobeck, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
I am glad that it didn't start and stop at the beginning of sentences and end of sentences. That is something that I think is something that isn't done very often in stories or stuff. Just like, you'll start overhearing a phone conversation and you start hearing it at the beginning of the phone conversation. Like, that doesn't make sense. They've been talking for 6 hours. I've been watching it with my binoculars.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Wait, wasn't Elizabeth the one that was... Can we play this again?
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
That's confusing, because Elizabeth started off by saying, I don't want to do this, and Ted Faro was like, yes, you need to do this. And then the AI is like, I agree with Faro. And then Elizabeth's like, see? And then Ed is just like, just do what it says. Like, I'm a bit confused, but that does imply to me that there is some kill switch that we're going to find either in this game or in Forbidden West, or maybe Horizon 3. Odyssey has failed. From Elizabeth Sovek to all alphas. Subject: Odyssey has failed. All. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drives spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of human species and earthly life. We must succeed. Okay, so we have Zero Dawn and the Odyssey, which I'm not 100% certain has been referenced here, but... I also haven't been reading every single file. Artemis status. Charles Ronson, Elizabeth Sobek. From Charles Ronson to Elizabeth Sobek. Subject Artemis status. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. If those words can still mean anything, had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs, more than 14,000 that went extinct from 2043. We've started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves, thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. Thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again. But not now, not like this, not on our watch, Ronson.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Discovered the truth of Zero Dawn.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing, and when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
If you're gonna go on babbling like this all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no, we're in no hurry, you and I. Not now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain, I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and yet did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot. But an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then pierce cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die! Let her be the first of thousands!
Well, time to start running.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. Get out of the way. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. Getting ready to charge. Don't. They weren't built to take a charge from a crazed behemoth. That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down. And my weapons with it.
Burn it, taking damage.
He's going to charge. It's down.
Make sure I've got the rope caster and everything else should be...
You got weapons back! Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! That canister on its belly looks important. Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with its sneak attacks. Maybe those carcasses are quite empty. Freeze canister on its hips. Pilot arrow should set it up.
Silence!
And the stuff not loading is really
Kill
annoying.
her! Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Silence.
Man, I wish we could do that in game.
Traitor!
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans, though of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
Hey, Elatron. How are you doing?
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Carja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Doing well, that's good. Have you, if I remember correctly, last time you were working on a puzzle, and the chat had broken before I ended the stream, but I saw that you had said something about you fixed that one. Have you published that one yet? Yep, Aloy is definitely disguised here. Just put on a mask, do nothing to cover your hair. Alright, where are we going? Well, we need to return to Nora territory and get back to Allmother. So, let's teleport here. Okay, must be within here, so I could go to the gate.
Trees and fire.
Oh, hello. There's Corruptor right there.
Sentinels had time to run the train. Stand here. Anything to protect the Embrace. But the gates couldn't hold. This is Hades' future. Metal and ash.
We're gonna walk because we can stealth. So I don't think I feel a need to kill that Deathbringer.
Move along now.
But I can kill these two guys.
The Embrace. It's devastated. For years, this is what we call the world. It can be destroyed in hours. That's all. I've never heard the Embrace so quiet. This cradle. Race to the ground.
Oh, hello. We're dead. Alright. I think we're not supposed to fight everything. So let's make better decisions here. It's going to be best to walk to maintain stealth. I don't know why it paused. I didn't hit pause.
Stocking up?
Not sure what that was!
Another battle. Another defeat. The Eclipse smashed through.
Nearly. Must have missed. That's
Still
upsetting.
sniffing around.
What? Oh, that was medicine, but I must have picked up.
You'll do.
Well, the other weapon I want to have is my Tripcaster. Fire hatched.
Who's firing at me? We're under attack! We've got intruders!
Through the tree. Although I don't want people walking over that. Come after me.
Ain't you got anything better to do?
It may not be over yet.
Here's something weird. But the only thing I can see is a corrupted scrapper.
Come out! I'll make it quick!
Games are goofy. Closed out usable on my phone. Alright. Still not certain what that sound is. Alright, well, let's move forward then. I really don't need to stop for supplies. I've got more than enough. Approach this from a different angle, shall we?
Corrupted Thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. And I'll never reach the hatch.
That's right! Bring down the mountain!
How this machine rages! When their nest cracks open, we'll send in the demons to finish the job!
Firing at me!
Oh, cutscene.
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
No! You're all gonna die!
For the
For our mother!
Varl and Sona, they're still alive.
Anymore?
We did it! Aloy did it! We only helped.
You sure only helped.
Definitely not Scrap.
Seeker. The battle was lost until you came.
Aloy, you saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the Proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
For now, but this was just one battle, Varl. There are more to come.
I see. So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs, and many families, goddess be praised. But braves, just a few, and most of them are wounded. Never before has an enemy stabbed the heart of our people like this. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to the Embrace.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out. We made sure of that. Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. Said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo, ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decisions saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here.
I believe Tirsa is the matriarch who supported Aloy, whereas Lansra was the one who did not.
Are your injuries serious?
Bruises pale. Bones heal.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
My body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me from fighting.
I need to go inside the mountain.
The matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure, but I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
You will see.
Yeah, well, I'm streaming. Apparently there's a power cell in here that I need to find. Start from the back and work our way forward.
Is that the Seeker? Truly? Oh, thank the goddess.
I don't wanna. You're going to save us, aren't you? You fought the machines and lived?
So many have already perished. Goddess, remember them. Is that the Seeker? Truly? Oh, thank the goddess.
You have come just in time, Seeker.
feels as though All Mother has forgotten this Seeker.
Here's the power cell.
Another power cell. I only need one more to get to that ancient armor I found.
Six power cells. Screw up. I guess there's 5? Okay. I haven't quite gotten that far. But I think we'll take a visit to the power armor site once we leave here, just because it'll be interesting to see Aloy interact with it when she doesn't have enough.
Aloy! Whoa, you've returned.
Teb?
I'm glad to see you.
Your injuries. Are they serious?
A gash or two. Nothing I couldn't sew back together with a needle and thread.
Guess being a Stitcher came in handy in combat after all, huh?
Yes, I suppose it did.
I really wish she would take her mask down while she's talking.
You.
Hello, Resh. Still guarding the latrine?
You should speak to the matriarchs. They're waiting.
In a moment. I meant to ask you some things.
Of course.
Oh, I've already
I should speak to the High Maid.
Yes. They're...
So many have already perished. Goddess, remember them.
Aloy, you've returned. I brought Braum here when the invaders attacked. We barely made it.
Go away.
It's Aloy!
So it is.
I brought Mother's spear with us. Everything else we had to leave behind.
Glad to see you have it. I know what it means to you.
All Mother bless this day, guide me that I may not memory.
The battle was lost until you came.
Aloy! You've come back!
The Seeker has returned. Come, speak to us.
Foolish woman, you welcome a curse.
Come, Seeker, we have much to discuss.
Her very presence here is a blasphemy.
I think I'm better for it.
Aloy, I'm glad to see you again. The Dream Willow you recovered has comforted many who were wounded in the attack.
Hello, Seeker. Aloy. Aloy. Aloy.
Aloy, I don't know how you survived out there. Not even Nakoa could have done that. Things were easier for a time once I knew Nakoa was safe. But then this happened. The goddess must be angry with us, Aloy, for our sins.
It is kind of nice to see everyone here. All of the named characters we met here. But, alright.
So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Yeah, this doesn't seem in character for Aloy, and this doesn't seem in character either. I don't think she would ignore them. She would at least comment.
I fought my way past an army while you cowered in this cave. You really think you can stop me?
Aloy, that is not necessary.
What would you know about what's necessary? About what it took for me to be standing here, now, on this threshold? This was my birthright. You don't get to take it from me a second time.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Yeah, she's a clone of Dr. Sobek. That more or less confirms it. I should have chosen a different outfit so we could see her face.
Welcome to Abuthia Cradle 9, Route 1.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped. So these are artificial wombs.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
And me.
Gestation 3981. Or 39E9B1. Spawning phase, task incomplete, correction, partial reactivation, standing by, alert, viable zygotes in storage 0.
So this was it?
Where you were born.
But why?
happening back here? It's all the things for the last mysterious box.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, 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 in time.
Well, it seems like those servitors did not do great. Nursery E9B1. I wonder why this one's 39B1 and this one's E9B1. Nutrient stores depleted.
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
I have no choice but to release you.
But they left.
Why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food
broken or
out there.
on.
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
Aloy said as she walked in here that this was, she asked if this was where they lived.
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
They were trapped here. Their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
What went wrong? Why couldn't they access the other areas?
Unknown. But you won't have that problem.
Multiple system failures. Nutrient stores depleted.
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
I think I have to go to a different level to get the next set of dead. Oh, wait, go down the stairs.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is... Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much...
Control IRS search for Dr. Sobek.
Apollo offline.
Please get message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Operations log. 2326, MR16, 1423. E9 inhabitants released. E9 cross-check complete. E9 sealed. E9 data archived. E9 operations suspended. $3,020 AU 26. So this is probably March. But then almost 700 years later, in August, G Prime order received. E9 runtime recommended. G prime store query processed. Gestation order received. E9 initializing. G prime offline. E9 nutrients depleted. Zygote banks depleted. Store file LK1A1 4510 viable. Waking multi-servitor B123. Alert, multi-servitor B123 power malfunction. Multi-servitor B123 repair tasking. LK1A1 4510 processed. B1001 chamber repaired. LK1A1 4510 attached. LK1A1 4510 gestation initiated. E9 power save initiated. E9 runtime recommended. Alert G prime still offline. LK1A1 4510 viable. Waking multi-servitor B123. Okay. So, a year from August to April is when we started runtime recommended again for E9. G prime still offline. But somehow the nutrients were depleted because of the gestation order? LK1A1 4510 viable. This might be Aloy. Waking multi-servitor B123. Power malfunction. Repair tasking, so we have to repair B123 again. LK1A1 4510 delivered, accessing G prime instructions, multi-servitor B123 transport tasking. E9B1 hatch unsealed. LK1A1 positioning successful. E9B1 hatch sealed. I think this is Aloy. I could be wrong. I could be misinterpreting everything.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your geneprint will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Silence isn't a nice person, but I think he was at least moderately helpful there. Uh-oh, I heard sounds.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Eleuthia 9. Brood 1 access unsealed.
Up or down? Wait, well, we're considering it. What is down? Nothing.
This is going to be interesting.
Lancera.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try, anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Why is she just lifting
First
like
you
random
shun
people?
me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be.
Nora! Make way for
Make
Aloy!
way, that she may forge the path for others to follow. Aloy, how kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Thank you. The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position. Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me, said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
May not be able to hear it later.
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border. Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking, brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later. And terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious. In agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
So Rost never finished his mission?
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him. Leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast?
Yes. We offered to do so, on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
All right, Teersa, that's quite a story. It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could to help me through the years, and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
Mommy never know what she saw on the mountain. I don't think we're ready.
My life has been long, but I've never seen anything like that. Teersa was right. A blessing, not a curse. We were so unsure. I know your quest is dangerous, Aloy, but All-Mother will protect you.
I don't think it works that way, Jezza.
All-Mother has blessed your journey. The goddess favors you. May the goddess protect.
Goddess protect her, so she can cleanse the corruption that still infects the land.
Anointed. I misread the signs. Forgive!
I told you, Lansra, I'm not your anointed.
I'm sorry I didn't see you correctly.
You still don't. I don't think you can, Lansra.
Forgive me.
Off your knees, Lansra. Start living on your feet with your eyes open.
Aloy, as you...
Good. Now why don't you try keeping your mouth closed?
Even if she is
Oh my God.
The murderers tried to destroy us, but we, Nora, and
In all my years,
They are
I
the
have
ones
never
who
seen
have forgotten.
anything like that. Those faithless murderers brought
The
slaughter
goddess
to our
speaks
tribe,
through you,
but they will not
Anointed.
escape all
I will
mother's
lead a war
justice.
party to Meridian.
Aloy, how did you do that? We'll go to Meridian, Aloy. I'll bring Mother's spear.
Arana.
Your father is right. You belong here. You both do.
Truly, you are favored by the goddess, Aloy.
I saw you go inside and saw you emerge.
Forgot.
But it's still hard to believe.
The anointed will wash
You were an outcast once. Now,
Go away.
I'm not sure what you are. May the goddess protect you on your journeys, Aloy.
Aloy. I don't know what to say.
say that you'll see me at Meridian.
Of course. That much is simple. But the rest...
Complicated. I know. But maybe if I took you into the heart of the mountain...
No. At least, not yet. I don't know. Please don't think less of me, Aloy. But the goddess chose you to see that. Not me.
Right. I'll be on my way then.
I always knew you weren't like other Nora.
Neither are you, Varl. Maybe, if we survive all this, I can show you what I've learned. What I'm learning.
Perhaps. If the goddess so wills it.
See you in Meridian.
I'm not sure why Aloy is so interested in sharing with Varl. Like, in canon, like, she has not been... She's met him, like, twice.
The tribe I served is gone. Soon I will be too.
The Nora have lost too many, Resh. But in your case, I guess they can lose one more.
Curse the goddess, and curse you. I no longer belong here.
I think you're onto something, Resh. Time to strike out on your own.
You're proof of the goddess's love for us, Anointed.
Aloy, did you go inside the mountain?
You saw what happened.
Actually, can't see so well down here on the ground.
All Mother spoke?
I always knew you were special. But this...
Don't start calling me the Anointed or anything like that, Teb, okay?
I heard what you said, Aloy. But I still get to make my own opinions.
The Anointed will make the murderer.
Ow.
You can leave the fighting to others now, Teb. You've already done more than any Stitcher should have been asked to do.
All due respect, Aloy. But if the war's not over, I'm not done. I heard what you said about Meridian. I'll see you there. I'll see you at Meridian. But for now, I should rest. I'll see you at Meridian.
Those faithless murderers brought slaughter to our tribe, but they will not escape All Mother's justice.
I think I've talked to everyone.
The snow's got a bite out here.
Where's a campfire? I should probably just fast travel out of here, but this feels cinematic. We have exited this cinematic. Almost 100,000 shards. Alright, so that's where we're going to stop for today. A lot of stuff we learned. But yeah, alright, so that was very fun. We're gonna do some Sudoku here in an hour. Yeah, an hour. And then, yeah, and then I will hope to see you then. So, goodbye for now. Make sure you've liked, commented, subscribed, rung the notification bell, and shared the video with all of the terraforming metal creatures you see along the side of the road. And so with that, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.